Hi, I'm Mark Tilley, and welcome back to Dirtbike Magazine's video series Premix, where it's all two strokes all the time. Today we're getting a chance to ride something that has been kind of an ongoing project with us and BRC Racing of Canada. BRC Racing comes up with all kinds of cool motors and configurations. And today we're actually going to get our chance to ride the YZ500 that we built. We took our stock 2023 YZ250 Two Stroke chassis, took the engine out of it, put in a BRC Racing engine, and went to town on it. This isn't our normal project bike. We don't have a lot of bolt-on parts. We do have some bolt-on parts, but we don't have a lot of bolt-on parts on this bike. That's enough talking. We're gonna go ride this thing and then come back and tell you what we think. So we just got done with our first day of testing on our BRC YZ500 project bike. If you're that guy that wants a modern day 500cc bike, you can't go wrong with this thing. It's got a counterbalancer. It is gonna vibrate. It does vibrate, not like what a traditional KX500 or CR500 vibrates, but it is going to vibrate. The one thing that was kind of odd is that most of our test riders, and me personally, the vibration goes away as soon as you get on the track. Once you're riding the bike, it doesn't completely go away, but it's not something you think about like when you're riding a CR500 or a KX500 to where you're thinking about it all the time. It kind of just gets to a point to where it's a mute point. You go out and you ride the bike like a big bore 500. Yes, it does like to be short shifted, but it will rev out. This bike has really good usable power throughout, and we didn't do the suspension, we didn't do anything, we didn't go crazy with it. We're basically testing just this engine, and I'm impressed. It's not a project. If you're afraid of rebuilding two-stroke motors from top to bottom, maybe not the project for you, but BRC and Riley have a thing to where you can send them all of your stuff and they'll assemble the engine and then get it back to you ready to drop in. Yes, you do have to modify the radiators. They do supply pretty much everything except for the labor on taking the engine out and modifying the bottom outlets of the radiators. But this is a fun kit to do. If you're a do-it-yourself guy and you want to get your hands dirty, this is the kit for you. Naturally, if you're trying to build a big bore or a modern day 500cc bike, you're not really going to be balking at pricing. Yeah, it is on the expensive side, and you do have to have a donor engine and a donor chassis or some donor parts out of the engine and a donor chassis, and it can get expensive. If that's what you're worried about, this probably isn't the project for you. I know Riley is a hands-on guy, and he wants people to get their hands dirty and have a sense of accomplishment when this thing is done. We're gonna do a lot more testing. We're probably gonna build a full project bike with one of these engines later on down the road and maybe throw some different pipes on it and different stuff like that just to kind of see. As it sits that you're watching, it's a fun motorcycle to ride. It's an enjoyable motorcycle. If you're looking for a modern day 500cc project, this is your project. You're not gonna go wrong and you're not gonna be disappointed. If you want some more information on the BRC Canada YZ500, you can head over to their website. Riley's a great guy to talk to, great for information. They can help you through it. I know they have some KTM kits and they have some other stuff coming, so check them out and stay tuned to our YouTube channel. You're gonna see more about this engine.